let's walk the garden real quick and give you guys an update. I've been in my garden every day, but I haven't had a chance to record. But the hibiscus, the ones that I moved from the front of my home, that I was worried that I think I killed it, there's life in there. I have green leaves. She's growing. I am going to pull the weeds again from around her. And I might put some white rocks on her. I got a weed here. My lemon balm is doing good. I see the green tips on them. So she's slowly giving me new life. So she's coming back. Yay. My cactus. When I purchased this cactus, it only had like 2 pieces sticking up on it. And you can see the light color green. That's the new grow. And she is growing. I planted some hops around her. I see 1 or 2 coming up. I really hope the lizards haven't been eating the seeds. I may drop some of those seeds, but she's doing good. So I'll let y'all come with me to do this journey of redoing my front yard. And I put some
can of flowers.
But I put some of those in some white bird of paradise. Again, I got them when they were small and they're slowly growing up. I got this as a bulb, and I thought I pulled them all up and moved them to the vegetable garden. And look what pops up. So apparently I didn't grab all the bulbs, but I'm gonna leave them for now. I had nothing planned to put behind this white bird of paradise because I was told they get pretty big and they spread. So I just wanted to give them some room. I got these going across and the elephant ears coming in the back. Here's one trying to unravel. Like I said before, my husband and my son have really bad allergies. So they claim all the flowers and stuff that I had here that had bees and stuff was bothering their allergies. So I just went ahead and started over. I was getting ready to pull this one and I may cut it back, but it looks like it's trying to come back. I bought way too many peppers. I didn't have plans to buy this many peppers. I really didn't. I had nowhere to put her, so I put her right here behind this other white bird. Way gone by the time the bird of paradise get up there. Mother's Day, I came and harvested roses from both my rose plants, and I stuck them in water and put them on my kitchen counter. And I need to come and pull the weeds over here. I finally got my son to come and pull up the weeds over here where my mom's is. And they slowly trying to come back. I'm really thinking about pulling them. I got them when they were small and they said they're supposed to get big. But I had a snail issue that cut back them. I had to cut them back. Then they was looking real ugly and abandoned it because I didn't have time to take care of them. But they're slowly coming back, but I'm not liking the way it's looking. So I'm really thinking I'm going to just go ahead and pull this whole side and just plant something else. What is this? My lemongrass? Nope. Yep, lemongrass. Is that lemongrass, y'all? The sign broke off. I think it is lemongrass. So I done harvest her so many times and she bounces back every time. I love it. Stay tuned for the video for the sunflower. The video I just recorded yesterday for this sunflower, y'all. This sunflower was facing this away. I mean, the stem and all was facing this way, and now she's that way. I planted this from bulb. It's coming up. I'm excited about that. It's supposed to be something big. Now, I don't know what's going on with my plant here. I think it's the summertime. When I had her in the house, she just completely croaked on me. So I brought her outside during the wintertime, the fall wintertime, and she got so big and pretty and green. Now it's warming up and she's turning yellow and stiff. If it is the heat, I really don't have nowhere else to put her because I got nothing but sun in my garden. So I'm just letting her stay. I water her a lot often now because it's getting warmer, but she's stressing right now. I put some perennial bulb flowers in here last week. They haven't came up yet. I done heard so many names for this plant here. But last year when I purchased her from my local nursery, it tastes like a pineapple, y'all. When I purchased her from my local nursery, the tag said cherry pineapple. That's what the tag said. So I just let her go. I let her die. And she came back on her own this year. But she does look bigger and better than she did last year when I did plant her. So I'm just leaving her in that pot and letting her do her thing. I planted corn 3 times and they haven't came up yet. So it's safe to say I probably won't have corn this year. If anything, I will start during the fall time, but I'm not planting no more. I have some beans. I've been harvesting the beans. That look like a squash down there. That is coming up. These were beans that I planted for the corn. And they at a standstill. I'm not worried about that. These are my asparagus beans. I done harvested a couple of them off here so far. Zoom in for y'all. Should I say zoom out for y'all? And that looks like a flower there. And some beans coming out. Got some beans coming out of there. My sweet potato patch, the potatoes over there is going crazy. I have to keep throwing them back in the bed. That's so funny. I planted them for them to crawl all over this bed, but yet they crawling out the bed. So I have to keep coming in and just throwing them back in here. in this big empty spot you see here, I planted some potatoes last week, so I could tell they haven't came up yet. This is my mini bed, mini cucumbers, mini sunflowers, and chocolate cherry tomatoes. This is my Pasco basil. Ooh, it smells good. All you gotta do is walk by this thing and it smells good. This is my Pasco basil. You can tell I've been harvesting it. It's good. Look like my beans are trying to come up right there. I'm gonna go ahead and invest. I'm trying to save a little. I'm gonna invest in a real trellis, because the homemade one I made, it's not looking good to me at all. I'm not liking it. I mean, it's standing, but I'm not liking it. So I'm gonna invest and just get me a nice trellis. I think I have tomatoes, in this bed, peas coming up, marigolds, peppers, and I have some onions. Those are onions I planted from seed because I had already harvested my starter. So those are ones I planted from seed that's left in this bed. They say my pineapple sage will come back. It just died like last week. I trimmed it down pretty good, but I'm gonna leave it. I put my watermelon, I planted one watermelon seed per corner, but as you can tell, only 2 of them came up. So this will be my watermelon bed. I am going to leave the herbs. I got garden sage there, rosemary there. I had curly parsley there. The heat bolted it. And I had dill here that I moved and put in another area. But all of my brassicas is like at a standstill. I was able to harvest 2 or 3 of my brassicas, but I'm leaving these. If they go to seed, I collect the seed, but I'm not planting nothing in this bed but the watermelon. So as of right now, they're not in the way. So I'm just leaving them. The curly kale, we're still eating off both of the curly kales. So yeah, I'm just leaving this bed as is. Once the watermelon gets to sprouting and going crazy, I will see which ones I need to pull up. But to me, I think a lot of them look like they put a bolt on me. So I planted that asparagus the very beginning of spring, February, and I just pulled my onions out of this bed, and I decided that I want another row of asparagus because this bed is not in my way. I don't have to worry about it. So I went and bought more asparagus roots, and I planted it down the center. And as you can tell, I think I got weeds coming up, but I'm not ready to pull anything yet until I can identify my asparagus, because I put the asparagus right down the center. So until I can identify them, I'm not gonna pull the weeds up just yet. And I'm waiting for my asparagus to come up some before I mulch this bed. That is my lemon. I got her. She's okay. This is where I originally planted the ones in my front yard that I thought I pulled all the way up, and I guess I didn't. But this is where I originally planted it at. These are my Georgia collards that's getting eaten up by the white flies and the worms. And I have not had time to come out here. I mean, I spray them with Nemic oil and stuff, but like I said, you could tell it's two really bad ones. And I just figured if I let y'all eat that, you won't mess with these. But it looks like they are making their way over to this one. So you could tell when I walked over here, you see like a lot of like these right here, white flies. If I'm not mistaken, those are the ones laying their eggs. And then in between those, I planted cantaloupe because I wanted this walkway right here to be strictly cantaloupe. So I figured by the time the collard greens get done and bolted, this will be a clear space for me to start cantaloupe. Look like I have some jalapenos. This is spinach, but I did not write the name on the tag, y'all. But it's a spinach. These look like jalapeno peppers that I planted over here. My okra that I planted over here coming up. It's been about 2 weeks. I ordered some purple okra, and it's been about 2 weeks. I'm almost positive it's been about 2 weeks since I planted them, and I haven't seen not one of them come up yet. And it didn't take that long for my spineless okra to come up. So I promise you guys, I hate ordering seeds online. I have not had any luck when I order seeds online. I just haven't. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't see any of them coming up. Here's one of my bags, pots, whatever you call. It has all my mint growing around the side. Mint is doing beautiful. Chocolate mint, spearmint, regular mint is doing absolutely beautiful. I even left some slots just in case I can get like a ginger mint or something up here. And then I put potatoes on the red potatoes on the top of this at one point, and I had a good harvest. Then I put the white potatoes on top, and I had a good harvest. Now I just sprinkled carrots about 2 weeks ago, and you see all the baby carrots coming up. I'm so excited about that. So I have carrots and mint. Now the last time I planted, the first time I planted carrots was in a raised bed, and it did beautiful. Then I planted carrots in a grow bag, and some worm just ate them all up. No matter how many times I got up and picked those worms, they ate them. Now I call myself companion planting because mint goes well with carrots. So this will be my second time trying to grow carrots in a grow bag. So let's hope they survive this one. I have onions that I started from seed here. This need to get out of here. That's a weed. Chives. I keep flipping those. I cook with those. And these are pole beans. I have some pole beans that's coming up for me. My peach tree, she's doing good, but if you look on the bottom, I think I planted chives, onions, and something else on the bottom of here. I decided that I wasn't going to put her in the ground just yet. I'll wait till summertime here when she go dormant and put her in there. But I didn't want to waste the space in this pot, so I figured I can plant something here. So I just did something light that wouldn't disturb it and put some chives and I think it's onions and chives and something else that I sprinkled in here. So they're coming up. I like onions and I like garlic, as you can tell. This is the dinosaur kale. I stopped harvesting from it. I'm not a fan of dinosaur kale. The rabbit is not a fan of it. So I stopped harvesting from it, and I'm leaving it because I want it to go to seed, but it's not bothering me and it's not in my way. So I'm just leaving it there, but I definitely will not be growing any more dinosaur kale. We don't like it. This right here was the red kale, and it's dead. I'm not gonna pull it from the root. I might chop it down, but I'm gonna leave it. It's dead though. And then, as you can tell, my peas are coming up around my okra. Flower want to bloom. It should bloom for me. This okra, look, I'm gonna have to go get my clippers. I have okra. I've been picking okra every day. Go check out my okra video. I have been picking okra every day. And I'm a little frustrated because I love okra, corn, and tomatoes over rice. And I couldn't get my corn to come up. And my tomatoes is taking a precious time. But my okra is just going crazy. I have tomatoes coming here. Have some flowers, banana peppers. As you could tell, my banana peppers was turning like yellowy. Last week I came and poured some of my homemade fertilizer, which is Cinnamon's poop, in here, and it looks like they're trying to get their greenery back. This right here is basil that's trying to flower. We can't have that. Oh, that basil smells good. Jesus. These right here are kohlrabies. They can go to seed. That's another one I won't be growing. I made kohlrabi 2 different ways. Both of them was nasty. Knockoff Rose is doing good. I got tomatoes, carrots. Carrots are lined up at the bottom. And baby cabbage is here. These are doing good because I think this herb, Texas sage herb, is blocking it a little bit for the sun. But she's bolting, and she's already bolted. She got a bunch of aphids on her. I'm gonna have to spray her down. She's bolting. And this is more kohlrabi. Which, by the way, I can grow kohlrabi, y'all. I mean, it grows, but I don't like the texture or what it tastes like. So I won't be growing that next year. Check out my next video. I'll have a video of things that I will not be growing in my garden next year. I had planted, and they already coming up, y'all. I had planted sweet potatoes 4 days ago. 1, 2, 3, and they already coming up. I planted sweet potatoes 4 days ago, and I put it in this grow bag and put it here because they vines grow. For the summertime here in Central Florida, I'm not going to grow anything during the summertime. It gets way too hot, and I have absolutely no shade in my garden, so I'm not going to even stress myself with growing anything. The only thing I will have is the okra, the beans, and the sweet potatoes. I think that's about the only thing that can tolerate my sun. So I decided I'll plant a bunch of those things. But I'm going to let my beds do what they do. I'm going to let them die down. I'm going to let them go to seed. I'm going to collect the seed. I'm going to chop and drop. And I'm just going to leave them. But the sweet potato vine, once it get up there, I'm going to trellis it with the grapevine here. So here's my grapevine. Here's my grapes. Y'all see my grapes? I've been trying to cover them up so the birds don't get them. Y'all see them? Trying to hide them. I might need to loosen up this net so they can have a little space to grow. It's so funny because one of my grapevines is giving me pest issues. I'm constantly, I don't know if you guys can see it. I am constantly spraying for aphids on this one. I mean, I feel like every day I come out here, I'm spraying for aphids. I even keep the, let me grab it real quick, because it's for the start getting hot out here. I even keep the spray on this specific plant, like hanging on the fence. I'm not going to spray too much because it's getting hot out here, and I don't want to damage my leaves with the heat, but the aphids are crazy. So this is my oregano. Look, it keeps trying to go to seed, y'all, and I keep coming out here plucking it, but I don't want it to go to seed. But this is my oregano. I got too many up here. I need to, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come clip that and harvest it and let it air dry in my kitchen, because this is acting up. Got the German thyme here. It looks like I have something. I don't know what the sign's at because it's all covered up. What is that? Greek oregano there. English thyme here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come trim them because they're all growing all over the place. So it's time for me to come trim these. And then I have lemon thyme down there. So yeah, I'm missing a herb. Or did it get overcrowded with this oregano? I thought I had an herb right there. But yeah, I'm gonna come and clip all those and let them dry out in my kitchen, because they're getting crazy on me. Then here's my strawberry patch. You gotta be careful with the strawberry bag. That's why I don't like pots. Last time I came and just stuck my hand in there and the whole frog, toad, whatever it was, jumped out and scared the BBGBs out of me. Here's a onion that's trying to form a bulb. I'm excited about that. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna come clip these so my strawberries can have space. But I also fertilized this as well last week too. So not too much going on in the garden. I just been letting it do its thing. That is a big old okra, y'all. Look at that. I gotta go clip that. I just been let it doing this thing because I'm not planting any seeds or anything else with it. So this is it for me. I did harvest quite a bit during the last couple of weeks, but it's way too hot. I mean, I have to come out here early morning or late evening. It is just extremely too hot out here, and I'm not for to even dare try to fight with Mother Nature as far as making sure stuff is watered and netting, and I'm not going to do it. So if you guys are going to go ahead and try to garden during the summer, let me know what y'all going to grow during the summertime and what zone y'all in. Like I said, I'm in Central Florida. Okra, sweet potatoes, and beans will be the only thing I'm growing. which I think I got all of what I want down. So I'll just come out here and sit and enjoy my garden. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that doorbell, because drop that sunflower video down to show you guys from seed, started from seed to when the sunflower blooms. And I'll catch y'all on that video. Enjoy the rest of your day.